you don't want to wait until the very end of the year to make your move. This is when you stop experimenting. Just go with the things that you know you do well.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. The kick out to Anunoby. Oh, good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's Thomas outside. Trains the three-pointer.
You got to chase Thomas off the arc. If he gets comfortable out there, that's bad news.
Brunson against Rollins. Brunson, good.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
The shot by Rollins, no good. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Cavaliers. Anunoby passes to Towns. Hart outside. Bridges, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Giannis. Last game we saw him score 32. Turner with a screen on Hart. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bridges with the steal. Over to the left wing. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Turner. Inside, just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Towns.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Kevin, back to you. Very confident.
Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now, here's Anunoby. Still scoreless. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
Here's Rollins. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. From deep, Brunson knocks down the 3-ball. Brunson's got 9 points.
Reading the defense well that time. Brunson just rises and fires.
Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. He's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch. And that's how Prince gets his offense. Most of his shot attempts come from behind the arc.
In the pass to Towns, and it's sent back by Turner. Thomas kicks to Antetokounmpo. Prince setting a pick for Giannis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Substitution on the court. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Thomas against Clarkson. Yabusele in the corner. New York missing again. The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. Those numbers of his aren't a mystery. He's actually averaging 32 points a game. That's a sensational total. Outside Thomas. Giannis sets a screen for Thomas.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Landry Shamet is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Acordi in at the 5, down low. Antetokounmpo against Yabusele. Giannis dishes to Prince. Back to Giannis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Rollins. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. To the middle. Here's Yabusele. And the layup is good. Yabusele's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Knicks. Antetokounmpo against Yabusele. Giannis passes to Turner. Prince wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Prince has got 6 points.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Yabusele is screen on Thomas. Clarkson against Thomas. Shots good by Clarkson.
I think he's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. It could actually be a blow-by every single time.
Thomas against Clarkson. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Rollins. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so Clarkson will bring it up for New York. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
We've now got a report from the sideline.
Thinking it's only a sprain. They need all hands on deck, so they're giving the green light, but they'll keep a close eye on his injury as the game rolls on. Back to you.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Towns against Turner. Shoots, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Thomas, no good. For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Brunson against Rollins. Brunson muscles through the contact.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Antetokounmpo against Bosch. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Towns kicks to Bridges. From the line, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Bridges drives in. Outside, Towns. Bridges against Thomas. Brunson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's 13 points here for Jalen Brunson. Pass to Rollins. Giannis dishes to Turner. Here's Rollins. Screen by Giannis to the paint. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Let's take a look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Anunoby outside. Pass to Hart. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. It's Giannis pulling it down.
And how about the mission by Thomas there, trying to keep others involved.
Brunson against Rollins. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Over Giannis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Knicks up 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half. And the way this thing is going, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the last few possessions.
You know what Shaquille O'Neal always says, Ernie, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
What are you even talking about, Shaq?
Ernie switches seats with me. I need to get closer to Kenny. What'd you say, Kenny?
I definitely do not want to be in the middle of this. And now let's talk about that first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're in a tightly contested game.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And GA, a lot of the best defense stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Cam Thomas is out there with Rollins, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Thomas, no good. New York leading by 4. Hart kicks to Brunson. Back to Hart. Takes it off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Milwaukee has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Turner passes to Giannis. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. No good on that one.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, Giannis. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Shoots the 3. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Thomas.
Well, the moment that ball is headed towards Thomas, he has one thing on his mind.
Bridges outside. Anunoby in the corner. Hart finds Bridges. Here's Brunson. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Brunson's got 15 points.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Thomas. On the wing. Again, Thomas missing.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Antetokounmpo against Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Over on Antetokounmpo. Hart, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Thomas passes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Out to Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Nifty move, kicking that ball outside as the defense tries to collapse.
And here's Giannis. 12 points for him. Turner with a screen on Hart. Giannis passes to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's bang.
Bridges outside. Anunoby finds Hart. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Antetokounmpo against Hart. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been
ready. It's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And right now, for the Knicks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. for the tie. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Robinson. 13 feet away. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by Robinson. Clarkson's got 6.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Down low, here's Giannis. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And he makes that one. He's got 8.
Large guard, loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
Giannis inside. Working on Yabusele. Rollins the pass to Giannis. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Landry Shamet is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Towns. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard. Now, here's Clarkson. And stolen by Thomas. To the inside. To take the lead. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
2 shots. And so he makes both from
a multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Yabusele against Antetokounmpo. It's Thomas on the wing. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Yabusele. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebound advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Thomas dishes to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Rollins the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, inflicted.
Brunson's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Thomas to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the hustle block. points.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Thomas against Clarkson to end the run. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Upside Thomas. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Out to Brunson. Brunson for 3. Lights the look and drains it.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from definitely starting to look up for them.
Knicks trail by 10. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance. For New York, Hart, he's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. Now, here's Bridges. Gets it to go. Down low.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Now Thomas, stolen by Brunson. Takes the 3. Cleared away by Turner.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Hart. Here's Bridges from outside. Cleared away by Turner.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Giannis driving to the rim.
I'll tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Here's Towns. Does not go in.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Now Thomas. Now Antetokounmpo. Puts it right back up and in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Brunson. And it misses. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Hart. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Towns with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bucks.
They really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they won it.
I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight. Picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. Clock at 4. Cleared away by Hart. Antetokounmpo. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
So let's go courtside, where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
No, this game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball, we knocked down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.